Hey guys, just want to say sorry for the voice on this first part real quick. I do change it. So what's up guys, Kid Tips here, back with some more NCAA Football 14. This is my dynasty, you'll see. Made Logan Thibodeau, coach for Almar Tulane. We're going to be running a Tulane pro offense and a 4-3 defense. Now here I decided to make some, I just added to the bowl tie-ins. I made Conference USA, be able to go to any bowl. I might change it to a specific bowl later, seeing on what teams get into which bowls. And then I went down here and put the Mountain West Conference. It took me a while to decide who to put in there, but I decided to put the Mountain West Conference in any bowl. Then we're gonna get into the what do I want to get into? Yep, I wanted to put. This is something I don't like, Notre Dame not being in the conference, so I decided to put them in the Big Ten. I didn't know whether I should put them in the leaders or legends, but ended up, I think, putting them in the leaders. Same one with the Michigan Wolverines. But I think they'll have more competition out there. Independent, they get to play whoever, and they don't get too much competition, which is the main reason why they were in the BCS championship last year. And I'm not even going to get into that. But anyway, here you're going to see us picking our head coach for Tulane. Yeah, I look back at I like this contract thing because I get to look back at the records. And you see here, in 2002, I think that's when we had Matt Forte. And 12-0 really surprised me. I didn't know that we went 12-0 one year. That was in 1998. I think a few of my teachers at my high school were on that team. I'm not sure. I might have to look up the roster because I was really interested with that bunch. I didn't know they went 12-0 one time. So here we're gonna get into the new skill tree they added, and of course the first thing I'm gonna work on is recruiting. I have to. So I'm gonna unlock the one locked recruit per season. This is where at the end, like. Once the recruits, this is like when the recruits decide, they only want to talk to these 1, 2, or 3 teams, or 4 teams even. If you're not one of those teams, you can lock it. You can unlock the lock, and it brings you up to the top, whatever, 1, 2, 3, or 4. But then on these next 2, I'm just gonna get the stamina and injury boost for my offense and defense coordinator. The offense and defensive coordinators come and go. I noticed from the LSU dynasty that I'm doing by myself. I'm doing an LSU dynasty because that's my favorite team. So guys, sorry about this audio. I was just looking at my little audio meter thing, and I realized that that it was my built-in mic and not my other mic. But anyway, here I wanted to show y'all a few people that I know on this team. Richard Allen, I believe I showed Sherman Batty, and Eric Thomas and Brandon Godfrey. A linebacker is Eric Thomas. Sherman's a running back. But here I made some edits to this roster. It's Pasta Padres roster. Dylan Gordon is actually a freshman redshirt, and I noticed because I went to high school with him, and he's only a year older than me, and I would be starting college this year. And he got redshirt. So here is another person, Torrey Dale. He's also a redshirt freshman. He also came out of my high school. He was there last year, got redshirted. He should be playing this year. But here's a few. I created some prospects that I know we're going to be going to big schools or nice schools or little schools too, so that I have a chance at some. But here is Kenny Young and Leonard Fournier. Kenny Young is a linebacker out of my high school. He's big, buff, ripped. Then Leonard Fournier, y'all might notice they compare him to the next Adrian Peterson, and he's the #1 overall recruit in the nation. Then we have Malachi Dupree, can jump out the gym, literally can jump out the gym because he played basketball. He is a wide receiver. He's #2 wide receiver in the country. And then not only is he #2 receiver in the country, on here he's like 5. But I think he's better than the #1 receiver in the country. But here, I made 3 cornerbacks. Matrell McGraw is another person coming out of my high school. He's got offers from people like UCLA, Florida State, LSU,
Who else? Louisville. All them Big Ten schools and shit like that. So here's another person, Terrence Bell, probably the best cover cornerback out of the 3 that I made. And then last is Prime Lewis. You're gonna see him right here, Prime Lewis, or just PJ. PJ is what we call him. He's a fast. He's small, but he's fast. He's agile. He's quick, and he should be. He could double as a wide receiver, but he should be a good slot cornerback. Not the best as coverage, not the best at tackling, but he's fast, quick, agile, so he should be a good what am I trying to say? Slot cornerback. But then you see I added them 3 to the to my board. Then I went ahead and added a few. I'm surprised I didn't add any of those linebackers just now. But eventually I messed up. I didn't turn off the auto recruit, the auto fill board, and it filled my board, and it ended up putting some nice people in there. And I decided to keep them instead of some other people that I recruited. But the thing I do with the recruiting is I do not fill it all the way up. You're gonna see I'm gonna end up with only 13, and the reason I do this, you'll see, is so that I can put a bunch of points on the few people, like 3 or 4 people that I want, and then spread the points evenly between the rest of them. And this really works good if you want to get who you want to get. Now, I did a dynasty with LSU, and I made Latrell McGraw, and I made Kenny Young, and I made Leonard, and I made Malachi. Put 500 on Kenny, which is the most. Put 500 on Latrell. Put 500 on Malachi. Put 500 on Leonard. Only two of them came to me, Leonard and Malachi. Then eventually, after the first season, Leonard transferred to Houston. Now, so putting 500 on people doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna come to you. All right, it does help though. It's definitely a big, and you're gonna see that. What am I trying to say? Some of them don't. It's gonna be a few people that are not gonna commit in the regular season. But here's some key red shirts: Richard Allen, Sherman Batty, a few people. Then I decided I didn't want to play in the first week, so I left it to open. Then I changed a couple to Toledo, but then not a couple, but I changed to Toledo. Here you're gonna see my recruiting board. Let me talk about recruiting some more. Recruiting this year, you're gonna see more people that aren't gonna commit in the regular season, like I was saying, and that's gonna bring them into the off season, where you get to spend like as many points as you want. It's like you get like 15,000 points in the off season, and you can use them freely. You can put, like, if you want to put 15,000 on one person, you can. But here you're gonna see I'm offering everybody scholarships. You get to see who I put 500 on. I put 500 on that nice linebacker. Then of course the 3 cornerbacks that I was looking to get, that I created. Then you're gonna see I spread it out 300. I got a nice spread from this, actually, just because I only have 13 people. The reason I have a fullback on there is because he was it was one of the positions I needed, and so was center and kicker. Now, if y'all like this video, go ahead, hit the like button. If you want to see more Tulane Dynasty, go ahead and subscribe, because I will have more. We're gonna get into week 2 next video, and